What's up, friends? It's Goddess. Today we are back with another story time. If you can't see by the title, we're going to be talking about how I left my abuser. Now, here's a little disclaimer. The story of how I started getting abused is a whole different story entirely. We're just going to fast forward and talk about the story on how I left, okay? Okay. Unfortunately, just like the last video, there is another thunderstorm brewing in the mist. So let's just veer past that and don't pay attention to it, okay? So boom, let's set the tone. So I have been in this relationship now for 3 years. I started getting abused probably in about month 2 or 3, okay? Okay. So this particular day and time, we were on and off. We were not we wasn't together for 3 consecutive years. Like, we at least broke up every 2 weeks and we would come back together within 3 days max. So at this particular moment in time, when I left him, I was not living by myself. I finally moved out of my mom's house and it was like a victorious moment and I started being on my own, but I had a roommate. So first and foremost, my roommate was a guy. He was a little bit older than me and he was very strict as a person. He didn't take bull stuff from himself. So he definitely won't finna take bull stuff from me. Point blank, period. I get it. So this particular day and time would not have been the first or second time we argued, because we argued a couple times. One time in particular, my roommate called the police on my ex because he was just doing so much. We was arguing for so long and it was just unbearable for my roommate to deal with, so they called the police. So let's set the tone for this day. So my boyfriend at the time was one of the people that did not have a job. He could not keep a job. He was one of those scammers. And he would rather have done that to get any job, because that's fast money, quick money. People that do fast money is already a red flag. So out of the 3 years that I've known him, I met him at my job that I was working at the time, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. And then I did not see him have no job ever since then. So during year 3, he finally gets a job because I was holding it down, okay? Yes, the scamming money, it was a hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes he would hit gold like he was paying a lottery, and sometimes he would have nothing that day or the next 3 days. So I had to do my good thing. So on the days that he didn't hit big, I would have to put rooms in my name. I would have to have him pay me back. And I was just a rider, whatever you need, I got you type of person. So my roommate already, like I told you, had called the police on us once upon a time. And my mom, we've been together for 3 years. I only moved out the year before. She already has a he cannot come in my house rule. You know how mamas be. So at that particular moment in time, my roommate didn't even bang with him, but I still let him in my house. He'd been there for about 5 days. We didn't have no arguments. My roommate didn't have any problems. So it was kind of, it was okay. So I thought. So the thing about me and my ex is all we did was we would just get drunk together and we would just act a fool. And that's where a lot of our problems and animosity came from to begin with. So this night too, in particular, that's when I started doing shroomies, and we was doing shroomies and he was playing mind games with me. He was already a manipulative abuser. So I don't even know why I thought allowing him to open up and get in my head, it would be okay. I don't know if any of y'all have done it before, but it's really like an experience that opens your mind, open your life. It lets you, it acknowledges a lot of things that you went through. It's like an experience in itself. So the first time we did it the day before, it was cool. We was good. He finally see what the hype was about, and it was all good. The second night, this man had me in the bathroom for at least 2 hours because it wasn't done yet. Like, the shit lasted about 6 hours, and he was just playing mind games with me. Since I already had them and I was just like, well, let me just go ahead and take them, he opted out and taking them. And that's when I should have knew it would have been a problem. It should have been a problem, right? So he ended up going to sleep. I was up late night and something told me go through his phone. I don't know why I knew his password, but I knew that it was his mom's birthday. So I proceeded to go through this man's phone. Of course, like me, I know motherfuckers be having shit on Instagram. So I went through the messages, blah, blah, blah. There was no recently deleted at the time. So after that, I went to Instagram. Not only was he in 50, 60 hoes reply to stories talking about her eyes, this, that, and the third. But it was this one particular message that caught my eye. So at this moment in time, I already told y'all we was on and off. It wouldn't have been no more than 4 days, a week max that we went together. But you know, men think with the other head, so that does not matter. In his phone, I see him talking to this girl, and she said, "Where's my, I want my, bring me my," excuse me? I thought it was mine. Why was his reply, "Yeah, I ended up doing it to my best friend, and she ended up getting obsessed with me. So now I'm with her, and I can't leave." Honey, I was never your best friend. Secondly, you're not trapped here. You choose to stay here because we don't have any hotels, and I've been sneaking you in, and my roommate don't know about it. Third of all, I'm not hooked on nothing. You've been obsessed with me. Anytime I try to let you go, it's no. So to hear that you're trapped is crazy. It's baffling to me. Now, y'all, what I wanted to do was go ahead and beat him on his motherfucking sleep. But it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a roommate. My roommate didn't already like you, so why would I want to cause problems right now? The light bulb went off in my head like, oh yeah, he do gotta go to work in 2 hours. So why not do it then? So instead of beating this man up out of his sleep, what I did was I typed everything that I felt needed to say. Oh, you trapped? Oh, you think you trapped? Then you are now free, honey. Whatever you mean, I just went on. You're free. Don't worry about it. Cool. Your stuff is behind the trash can. So the plan was, since I lived at this apartment complex that don't nobody really know about, it's in a cut, whoop-de-whoop, I'm just going to pack up all his little stuff and put it behind a trash can. Even if the trash man was to come, it would be behind the trash can. It wouldn't be in the trash can little part. They wouldn't be able to see it, claim it as trash, none of it. I put everything I wanted to say in that message. You are now free to do what you want to. You're no longer trapped. I'm no longer obsessed. Whatever you feel like you need to say to that girl at that particular moment is now untrue. Go be free. So he left at 6 a.m. I said, oh, good morning. Give him a hug. Have a good day at work. And I proceeded to play my role. At 6 o'clock when he left, by 6:05, I packed up every particle of clothing that he had. By 6:10, I went downstairs, checked and made sure the coast was clear and that car was gone. And I proceeded to put his clothing and his backpack and all of his stuff behind the trash can. When I went inside, I sent that message and told him he was free since you're so trapped. But what pisses me off and what grinds my gears is, I don't know what I was thinking. It didn't even take him to beat me up for me to go. It took for me to see him cheating and lying to another girl for me to leave house. Real bad. This is my PSA, y'all. There is life after abuse. Whatever this man has gotten you in the chokehold of, and you feel like he love you, he gets you, he understands you more than anybody else, it is a lie. You will find somebody better for you, easier for you. It's easy for you to love them, and it's easy for them to love you. There is life after abuse, I promise you. Now, it will be confusing. It will be scary. You will feel lonely. You will say, oh, I gotta hurry up and replace this person. You might even, like me, when my ex-boyfriend died, I just wanted to fill the void. So there is life after it. You will have trials and tribulations, but you will be okay without that person, is all I have to say. Trust yourself and trust God. As most of y'all know, I am a believer that life happens for you and not to you. So please trust God that when he gives you an obstacle or a challenge or something that is difficult for you to understand or to see your way through, know that it is for a reason. Know that this is a lesson for you to grow, for you to understand yourself more, because you were put in your family, you were put in the city, you were put in the experiences that you experienced for a reason. So of course, always trust that it is something and an opportunity for you to grow. Yes, my beautiful souls, that is me exposing my life again. Let me know when I do my next poll what y'all want to see. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, cut that bell notification on so y'all can stay tuned to every story time and every vlog I drop. And that vlog will be dropping soon. Don't worry, to the people that want to see it. I got y'all and I love y'all. Until next time.